You see the CHP unit getting very close. This may be the pit. This is it. Spinning out. Let's see if he loses control. And it looks like he may still be able to get out of this one. Let's see.
Welcome to Viral Twist. Today, we are watching a suspect run away, but wait until you see him dance just before getting arrested.
The vehicle in question is this white car that you see here in the very right lane of the northbound 405 freeway. The CHP is in pursuit. This is a pursuit that started about 5 minutes ago or so. It was on the 101 at Canoga, headed eastbound, and made its way to the 405 and eventually hopped on that northbound 405. It's unclear why the suspect is wanted for, but I'm actually hearing on the scanner that they're running the plates, they're getting the information back for the registered owner. So it seems like this is not going to be a stolen vehicle situation. So it's unclear why the California Highway Patrol initially tried to pull this suspect over. Approaching Sherman Way here, northbound 405 freeway in the right lane. The California Highway Patrol close behind. And I'm actually hearing them say on the scanner that the airship is coming from Fullerton Airport. So it's going to be a little bit of a trek for the air unit to arrive from Fullerton to this location. Takes about 15 minutes. So we're not going to be seeing a helicopter overhead, at least for the next 15 minutes or so. So at this point, we're just going to see the units directly behind the suspect. And I just got an updated ETA for the airship. It's about 12 minutes. So about 12 minutes out for the airship to arrive on scene. So for now, we'll watch as the units, the ground units, follow this vehicle on the northbound 405, approaching the Roscoe Boulevard exit. This is going to be in the city of Panorama City on the right side of the freeway. Unclear how many people may be in the car. We understand, though, that there is one person behind the wheel, believed to be a male. He has glasses. The car does not have tint, so it makes it easy for the police officers who are following this suspect to see inside. But at this point, we're only hearing about that single individual. It's unclear, though, if someone may perhaps be laying down in the back seats, and then that would make it difficult for the officers who are trailing the suspect to see exactly how many people are inside. Just getting some direction here to zoom into the tires real quick so we can look. We're not seeing any damage on the passenger side of the tires. It's unclear whether he has any damage on the driver's side, but as far as we can see from the passenger side, we're not seeing anything. And I'm actually going to use this opportunity to punch in my infrared technology up here in News Chopper 4 to see if perhaps I can see inside a little better, to see what the suspect may be doing. I can barely make out his figure there. Again, a vehicle without any tint, so it makes it a little bit easier to see. But as far as I can tell, all of the tires are looking really good. No damage to any of them, at least not from this side. And the vehicle appears to be a, I want to say it's a Kia. I'll be able to recognize it a little better as we come to the back side of the car, but I believe it's going to be a Kia. Of course, white in color, with believed to be just a single occupant, but what we're still trying to figure out is what the suspect is originally wanted for. Of course, failure to yield is a given. Whenever you don't yield to the authorities, it's automatically a failure to yield. And he may be exiting here, may be transitioning to the 118 freeway from the 405, and it appears like that is in fact what is happening. Taking the 118 transition. The vehicle's either going to be a Kia or a Ford. I'm still trying to make it out here, but a four-door vehicle, and we're just getting around to the back there. I want to see if we can perhaps even pick up a plate for our assignment desk to run, because as we understand, this vehicle is not stolen, so not believed to be a stolen car. There's the plate there for a moment. I'll zoom back out so we can see as he makes this transition on to the 118 freeway. Going to be heading eastbound. Eastbound 118 from the 405. They're going to send units to the registered address. So this car does not come back as a stolen, which means that the officers are able to run the plates, which is actually why I was trying to pick up the plate there so we can run them too. The officers are trying to run the plates, or rather they have already run the plates. They know where the vehicle is registered to. So they're going to go ahead and do a door knock on that person's residence so that they can get some more information about who may be behind the wheel, what their state of mind may be, why they're not yielding to the authorities, and perhaps what their destination may be. Oftentimes those suspects tend to return to a place that it is familiar to them. They tend to return to a home or a friend's home. So officers are trying to figure out if that is what this suspect is trying to do. Approaching the 5 freeway there, and the car again is registered to North Hollywood, so if he's trying to get to North Hollywood, he's gonna have to climb on that southbound 5 freeway from the eastbound 118, and you can see that he's slowing down significantly as he comes up to the gore point. He may be stopping here. So exiting Laurel Canyon there, transition of the 118 and 5 freeways. Let's see if he goes right or left. If he goes to the right, it means that it likely will put him closer to North Hollywood. And he does appear to be setting up to go right or southbound onto Laurel Canyon. Coming up to the end of the off-ramp here, red light, and doesn't yield. This may be a pit maneuver right here. Nope. The officer decided against it, but it looks like he hasn't given up, though. It looks like he might try to effort a pit maneuver here on Laurel Canyon, just south of the 118 freeway. You see how that CHP unit is getting very close to the tail end of that vehicle, so we may be seeing a pit maneuver here in a matter of seconds. Getting ever so close, just under those trees, and we have a number of trees here in the way, so we'll see what happens once we clear those trees. Just on the other side of those trees, I still see the suspect vehicle as well as that CHP unit. He got very close to performing a pit maneuver, but he just did not have the opportunity to do so. Currently at Laurel Canyon with a cross of Paxton, again in the Pacoima area, coming to very slow speeds here, approximately 10 miles an hour or so. Let's see why he's slowing down, though. I want to see if there's any bit of slowing ahead of him, and there really isn't. It's nice and open for him on southbound Laurel Canyon, and now starting to pick up speed yet again. Laurel Canyon with a cross of just south of Paxton, rather, in the Pacoima area once again. The nearest intersection nearest freeways rather are going to be the 118 and the 5 freeway. He's traveling on Laurel Canyon southbound, just on the east side or north side of the 5 freeway, depending on how you look at it. You see at least 2 CHP units close behind, 3 right there, and the CHP helicopter appears to not be on scene just yet. When this pursuit kicked off, it was still in Fullerton. They of course had to take off, so it takes approximately 15 minutes to get to this area. You see the CHP unit getting very close. This may be the pit. This is it, spinning out. Let's see if he loses control. And it looks like he may still be able to get out of this one. Let's see. So at this point, they will start to give this individual commands to throw the keys out the window, open the door, and eventually raise his hands, raise his shirt, and be taken into custody. So we'll see as each of these things happens here in the next few seconds. This is when really things are at a heightened state of alert, but the officers will take their time on this one. Time is on their hands. And speaking of hands, I see the suspect's hands right now coming out from the driver's side. His door is open. He already tossed the keys, so he's stepping out very gingerly there, hands up. But they want to see his hands all as far high as they can go. So he's still kind of keeping them close to his head, which the officers do not want. They want him to stretch those hands up as far as he can. The officers on the ground, they've got this. They performed a very effective pit maneuver of the suspect's vehicle. And you see the suspect now kind of following commands, but then at the same time, doing a little dance move there. Dancing in the middle of the street there, dancing in the middle of Laurel Canyon. Appears to be some type of breakdancing. I'm going to go ahead and push in here so we can see the suspect a little bit closer. Hopefully now he'll start to listen to their commands. Hands up in the air and put handcuffs on the suspect. And you see that second officer with his weapon drawn, just should that be necessary. We don't have a police canine here on the scene at the moment. The suspect now in custody, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in real tight on this individual.